Imagine two of the biggest stars in the Chinese entertainment industry, two names who have always been in the spotlight, finally breaking the silence they've maintained for years. While the world was still busy speculating, while rumors came and went like the wind, a shocking confession finally came out. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, two figures who had previously been seen as mere colleagues, now revealed a truth that changed everything. For 2 years, their relationship had been neatly hidden behind professional smiles, fleeting glances, and seemingly casual interactions to the public. There was no confirmation, no denial, just a slowly growing mystery among fans. And now, when everything was finally revealed, every little moment of the past felt like a puzzle piece finally falling into place. The beginning of this story wasn't as dramatic as many might imagine. It began with a project that brought together two individuals with very different personalities. On the one hand, Wang Yibo was known for his quiet and focused demeanor. On the other, Xiao Zhan was warm and sociable. These differences actually became an irresistible attraction. Behind the scenes, their interactions began to subtly change. The laughter that had initially been formal became more sincere. What initially began as a conversation about work slowly evolved into more personal matters. Without realizing it, the closeness grew, slowly but surely. Fans had long suspected there was something more than friendship. There were lingering glances, overly comfortable body language, and small, inexplicable moments. But in the tight-knit world of Chinese entertainment, such speculation is often dismissed as excessive. The industry isn't a welcoming place for personal relationships that don't align with public expectations. Pressure from agencies, fan expectations, and the risk to their careers lead many celebrities to choose to keep their private lives private. And for Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, the decision to remain silent wasn't an easy one. There were times when they had to pretend to be distant in front of the cameras, even though the reality was different. There were times when they had to restrain themselves from showing their true emotions. All of this was done to protect the careers they had worked so hard to build. But it was precisely under these pressures that their relationship was tested. They learned to understand each other without words, to support each other without the need for public recognition. Their relationship grew in a quiet space, far from the spotlight, yet filled with meaning. Small clues that were once considered coincidence now feel so obvious. Seemingly ordinary social media posts turn out to hold hidden meanings. Coincidentally, overlapping schedules, choice of words in interviews, even small details that now have fans saying, "We should have noticed this all along." Their courage to finally speak out wasn't an overnight decision. It was the result of a long journey, filled with deliberation, fear, and hope. They knew this confession would have major consequences. The public reaction was explosive. The internet was filled with a range of emotions: shock, happiness, support, even controversy. But amidst it all, one thing that couldn't be denied was their courage to be honest. For many fans, this confession felt like an emotional triumph, a validation of intuitions they'd always had. But more than that, it was a moment that revealed the humanity of two figures who had always seemed so perfect on screen. This relationship wasn't just about romance, but also about struggle, about how two people persevere amidst incredible pressure, about how they choose to stay together even when the world isn't always supportive. There was also a vulnerable side that rarely gets seen. Fear of losing their careers, pressure from public opinion, and uncertainty about the future are all part of their difficult journey. But that's precisely why this story feels so real. This isn't a perfect fairy tale, but rather a story about two individuals trying to find happiness amidst the complexities of their lives. The decision to finally go public with their relationship could be a major turning point in their lives, not only personally, but also professionally. The world now sees them in a different light. Many wonder, what will happen next? Will their careers be affected? Or will this open a new, more honest and authentic path? What's clear is that this move has changed the way many people view them. Not just as actors or idols, but as human beings with feelings, fears, and courage. And perhaps, beneath all the controversy and attention, there's one simple message they're trying to convey: that love, in any form, is something worth fighting for. Now, Every familiar moment feels different. Every interaction once taken for granted now takes on new meaning. It's as if their entire journey is a story slowly unfolding. And for those of us watching from afar, this story isn't just about two celebrities. It's a reminder that beneath the glitz and glamour of the entertainment world, there are real, heartfelt stories. Ultimately, whatever the future holds, one thing is certain. The story of Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan has become one of the most touching and unforgettable stories to ever hit the internet. As time passes, the impact of this confession begins to deepen. Not just on social media or in the news, but also in the way the public views relationships in the entertainment industry. What was once considered taboo is now being questioned again. Are these boundaries truly necessary, or are they simply constructs that have been accepted without much consideration? Amidst the wave of backlash, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan chose to remain calm. They didn't try to control the evolving narrative, nor did they deny the new speculations that arose. Instead, they displayed a steadfastness that made many people respect their decision even more. There was strength in the silence they displayed, a belief that the truth doesn't always need to be over-explained. And perhaps, after years of hiding their feelings, they finally felt they no longer needed to prove anything to anyone. But of course, this journey isn't over. The entertainment world is constantly evolving, and public attention can change at any time. New challenges will inevitably arise, whether in the form of criticism, industry pressure, or ever higher expectations. On the other hand, the support from fans has also been a powerful force. Many felt inspired by their courage, seeing this story as a symbol of honesty and sincerity. Even for those who previously only followed their careers, there is now a deeper emotional connection. Interestingly, some old moments that had previously been overlooked have now gone viral again. Behind-the-scenes footage, old interviews, and even small interactions at public events, everything is reanalyzed with a new perspective. And every detail further strengthens the belief that this relationship has existed for a long time. It's as if time itself is helping to tell their story. Things that were once hidden are now becoming clear, not because they explain them, but because the public is finally seeing them in a different light. In many ways, this story also opens up a broader discussion about privacy and identity in the world of celebrity. Should public figures always live up to public expectations? Or do they also deserve the space to be themselves without pressure? The answer to these questions may be different for everyone, but one thing is certain. The steps taken by Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan have left a lasting mark. A story that has changed not only their lives, but also the way many view love, courage, and honesty in a world full of scrutiny.